Immigration, this.
Now we're online. So please be my guest. It's your turn. Go ahead. Lucho, ¿podemos monitorear la Continue.
Immigration process is important process for Turkish people. We have a three immigration process in 1960s, in 1970s, in 1980s. The first process, the first immigration process in 1960s, and Turkish people go to the other city in our country and go to the different countries, especially European countries. And Germany, Belgium, Holland, Turkish people choose it, and they go to this area for working. And they immigrant because the agricultural area is a technical improvement, and they lose their job, and they go to the different countries, and especially development countries. And Fatih Akın is an immigration people, has an immigration family. Do you listen to me and do you understand me, Felipe? Okay, everything is okay?
Yes, so far so good.
Okay. And Fatih Akın has an immigration family. He's an immigration. When he was a child, his fathers and mothers go to the Germany, Munich. They are settled down in the country, and they are working in this country. Turkish people prefer the immigration because of the economic situation and also individual reasons. I want to say something. The immigration process, many countries has this process, but Turkish people and many countries, they leave their homeland, and they have to live in different countries, different cultures, different societies, and they have many problems, especially language problems. They didn't know anything. Also, first immigration process, they go to the other countries. They are not educated people. The third process, maybe, I'm sure not maybe, the people, immigrant people, more educated people. And also, Fatih Akın has a good education. He is graduated from Berlin Film Academy. I'm not sure. Yes, he's graduated from the Berlin Film Academy. This film is his third film. He has done many short films, and he's working in the film studies and co-producers and many productions he's working. I want to say something film and also questions. Film is a successful film. I'm not sure the year.
2004.
2004, and we loved the film. It is related to our culture, and it is related to many immigration people's problems. And the characters of the film are very realistic, and we love Sibel and Cahit because they are confused and they don't know what they do, and they compress the Turkish cultures and German cultures. Fatih Akın said that Golden Orange Film Festival, I'm a director, I'm a Turkish and German director. I was born in Turkey, and I rising up in Germany, and I feel both. I'm not only the Turkish, but also Germany. And this film related to immigration people and related to their problems. We know that very well. And what do you think about the film? And do you want to ask something to the film and Turkish immigration process and other things?
Biraz Cem ver.
Cem.
Söyle.
Kızlar.
Sevda şöyle arkaya doğru. Şey sıkıntı şu anda. Ben iyi.
Ben de biraz
Angela, I like the movie. It's very interesting. But I have two questions. First, how is the family in Turkey? Why she wants to leave her home and get married? Why she wants to commit suicide? And her unique option is get married. Why?
Gel.
Bey.
Cevap istemem mi?
Evet. Cevap kim vermek istiyor? Türkiye, Türkiye'de aileler nasıl diyor? Haklı olarak. Kız neden inkar ediyor?
Aslında Türk kızları olsun,
Evet.
ondan
Buraya
daha
geç.
fazla
Gel,
özgürlüğe
hocam.
sahipler bence.
Hatta benim koltuğa gel abi sen.
Hani bu koltuğu şey yapalım, şöyle soruları
Kendi konuştuktan sonra.
ve şey diyebilirsin. Aslında Sibel Hopwood idealistik bir karakter. Yani tamamıyla clean değil.
Hi, it's Dennis from Turkey. By the way, in your question, we have different.
Dile que repita, por favor.
Hey, stop.
We can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
Hazles así con el...
No, ellos sí, ellos tampoco creo.
Hazle así, que no se entiende. No, como que no entiendes.
We can hear you guys.
Creo que ellos tampoco.
Entonces escriben en el chat, por favor. Mira, te vas a la izquierda del mouse. Si ves en el mouse, ahí. Si ves arriba a la izquierda, aquí hay como un cuadrito de
Aquí.
chat, arriba.
No veo acá.
A la izquierda, la otra izquierda, su merced. Ahí, eso. Eso, ahí. Listo, escribile ahí en el chat. No los podemos. We can hear. ¿Qué se ríe?
¿No lo has hecho? Sí, ahí sí, qué intensidad.
Here. Here. ¿Cómo se escribe escuchar?
Así
No.
como les puso.
Así, dile
Sí.
no.
No.
Dile no. No. Dile no, dile no.
Pero
ahorita cuando esté.
voy a poner donde esté cerrado. Te voy a dar. Ahí ya.
Igual, eso lo seguimos grabando, que eso se edita. Pero espera, sí que se edita. Yo quería hacer una breve.
Estaba tan fina la película.
Sí,
Pero
sí,
fina.
eso es Yo no me quería dormir, me encanta la filla mirando.
Sí.
Va a tocar escuchar otra vez, llamar.
No. Porque si así estamos. ¡Ay! Ahorita ya puso.
Por eso.
Tocaría entonces los pedacitos, unirlos en uno en YouTube de diferente. Más o menos no sea tan bacana. Estamos en el Hangout y lo estamos editando todo en la nube. ¿Cómo te parece? Revolutionary.
¿Qué hacemos?
Ok.
Ahí se quedó congelada la
Voy a
imagen.
ver si este no me está mandando por Facebook. A ver si este no me responde.
Vea, se fueron.
Se fueron.
Sí.
Vea, ahí están volviendo a llamar.
¿No te contestan?
Hello, hello. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Dale doble clic a la cámara de él, por favor. Y lo ves abajo a la derecha.
A la de abajo.
Esa.
Hey. Hey, it's clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
Perfect.
So we have
Okay, just wait a minute. Enes. Abi çok biraz sen yaklaş, internet kötü galiba.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So at the beginning we can start. I'm Enes. I'm new member of crew. So
Welcome.
here is the question. What?
Welcome.
Thanks. In that case, we can talking about the cultural differences between Europe and in your country also. Islamic countries. Islamic countries has a kind of problems. It called as like patriarchy. Maybe I mean the dominant masculine hierarchy. Maybe. And by the way, because of that, in our culture, the women rights don't like it, European different. Yeah, we have also women rights in that country, but not. It's not in satisfactory as like in I don't know in Colombia how it is, but by the way, and in that case also this girl and this girl's family came around 1960s, and it's like in Turkey 1960s they still have mind as like 1960s in Germany, because you know they went to Germany and they try to cover their culture, but in Turkey also it changed. In Germany it changed, but they are between the two different cultures, and because of that we can call this tool is like hedonistic, and I guess it might be your answer, but is that satisfied to you or no?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
So next question.
Next question. Yes, I would like to talk a little bit about the movie. Yes, I had 10 years ago had the chance to be in Berlin, and actually I was staying in Kreuzberg, you know, the typical Turkish neighborhood in Berlin, and I had this problem with several places in Kreuzberg in which you couldn't ask for anything if you don't speak Turkish or German, you know. And I tried to talk with Turkish people in Kreuzberg. Oh my God! Are you listening to me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, I tried to speak with those guys, and the only way to have a proper communication with Turkish in Kreuzberg was in German or in Turkish. In English, I was lost, you know, and I wanted to know about that. As far as I can see, according to the movie, Turkish immigrants in Germany tried to create a typical Turkish environment for their families and relatives, and try not to I don't know, integrate with other cultures maybe, or is it difficult for Turkish immigrants in European countries?
Şey diyor, kendilerini korumaya çalışıyorlar. Yani Türklere
Ya
adapte
başkalarıyla
olmaya
karışmak
istemiyorlar.
onlar için bu kadar.
Aslında birinci jenerasyon çok
Başka
çünkü
bir
dil
ülkede
bilmiyorlar. Ama ikinci jenerasyon orada eğitim aldığı
Onların
için
şey,
karışmak
bu
çok
sorunun cevabının üstüne biz de var mı sorusu. Kim cevap
Acaba-
ver? Eren cevap vermek ister misin?
Bence
Tamam gel. Eren harika.
dil problemi, yani kendilerini korumak istiyorlar, dil problemi. Birinci nesil dil problemi. Problem yok. Çok az.
Türklerin Almanlarla anlaşması zor bir şey.
Zor.
Yani.
Bir onu biraz
Hem
önce
dil hem kültür
söyleyeyim.
falan.
Aynen öyle.
Yardım olur.
Aynen.
Hayır.
Aynen öyle. Hi everyone, I am Eren. I will answer your question. In for first generation, the language is a very big problem because they're from rural areas in the central Anatolia, and they don't have any education and the foreign language knowledge, and due to that, it's very hard to communicate with the other cultures. And even today, the second and the third generation were born in Germany, and they knew Germany. They speak very fluently. Maybe you realize in the movie, even Turks between them, they speak German. By the way, because they try to protect their culture, but at that time, and the Germany and the Turkey was developed at a long way, and there became a gap between the two cultures, and those people became different from the both cultures, and it's a culture which cannot be identified. This is the biggest problem for the German immigration people.
Felipe,
Hola.
hola, can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Okay, I wonder something about that. Is there any this kind of problem in Colombia?
Like what?
Maybe 30 years ago or 20 years ago, some people from different country came your country and started working, or your people went to the other countries?
Yes. Actually, in Colombia, during 90s, a lot of people, actually 80s as well, a lot of Colombians wanted to immigrate to other countries because economic situation was really bad, violent situation, politic problems, and I had a lot of friends from university that actually took that path to immigration to the United States or European countries as well, and nowadays they want to come back. Some of them, not all, because in Europe as well as in the US, they also have really hard economical situations. So they actually 10 years after they have left the country, they want to return to try something else. So yeah, this was a matter of economic situation, but right now economic crisis is everywhere, So.
Thank you.
Aslında bizim ilk göçmenlerimiz de bunun için
Another comment?
Yes.
Bunu söyleyelim.
Bir şey geçince söyleyeyim.
Ha.
Amen.
Hi.
Hi, we are... Yes.
What? Can you explain me?
Yes,
We're listening to you.
we are listening to you. Ask, please. Ask, please.
Okay. For that, can you explain me why the almost family from Turkey goes to Germany? What advantage the Turkish see in this country.
Can you ask again? We couldn't hear that.
Sorry?
We couldn't hear that.
Okay, can you explain me why the almost family from Turkey goes to Germany? What advantage see in this country? Because I researched in a page, in an official page for from Turkey, and show me that the 70% of the family from Turkey goes to Germany because see many advantage. So can you explain me why? And what advantage is
Why
that?
Germany is the main destiny of migration.
İlk gidenler ekonomik nedenlerden dolayı gittiler.
Cem sen değişik bir yapmasın. Olur.
Hadi Cem. Burada Sevda söylesin.
Sevda sen onu sattın da en son vurucularda yaparsın. Onun için
Cem, Sevda.
Tamam.
aynen çünkü
Almanya Avrupa'nın en büyük
aynen sen onu için sen yok soru yaşları var. Tabii 2 tane cevap var. Ben kendilerine mi gördüm?
Hi.
We have two answers for this question. First, I would say Germany is one of the biggest country in Europe, and of course for industry also. And in the 1960s and 70s, they need manpower, labor force, you know.
After
And
the
Turkish people was really good for them at these times.
And that's I don't know. You know more than this, for example, I don't know, for the like a Colombian goes to United States or a European country that the economic or the violence, I don't know. What is the big problem from your country?
No, we can't hear you.
What?
¿Cuáles son? What are the other reasons other than that, Jem? Other than
You mean other things except economic?
Okay.
Thank you.
Almanya, niye Almanya'ya gidiyoruz? Almanya sizin için diyor. Sevda sen de cevap ver.
Wait, one more answer for the other question.
Hi.
Hi.
The last question, actually. Immigration is having good salary and better life standard. On the other hand, the number of young population in Germany is decreasing day by day, and government of Germany provides lots of opportunities for immigrants. That's why Turkish people choose this country.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I could see in the movie several situations that capture my attention. For that reason, I have a question for you. How did you receive the most traditional Turkish people the fact that the women in your country want to play other roles with more freedom and far off religious link or connection? Do you understand the question?
Kadınlar Türkiye'de, o kız Türkiye'de olsaydı daha çok öğretmenler.
Ben ne sordum anlamadım.
Bir daha şu farklı yorumlar vardı.
Can you ask it again, because we have a lot of comments for your question. We have to understand clearly, I think.
Otra vez.
despacio.
How did receive the most traditional Turkish people group the fact that the women in your country want to play other roles different, with more freedom and far of religious link or connection with this topic, religion?
What I think he means, Jem.
Yes, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I think, what's your name? I think Carlos meant that how the most traditional families see the liberating role that women are having more and more in this new society. So, do you observe any tension between the traditions and the new role of women?
Okay, wait.
İlk şeyde iki çocuğun sordu. Yani din özgürlüklerin ne alakası var? Kadın bir şey sordu da o ilk.
Ve kadınların özgürlüğü
Aslında
şey var.
kim cevap veriyor?
Hayır, tam olarak mecbur. Tamam. Yani filmle ilgili olan kısım, filmde orada bir aile yapısı mı var şey?
Ya çok geleneksel bir aile yapısı vardı ya.
Tamam.
Biraz önce de ona benzer bir şey sordular ya. Aslında bakarsan Türkiye'de kadın
onu şey olarak
olsa, bu kız Türkiye'de yaşasa daha özgür olur. Orada olduğu için kültürel anlamda evet. Yani kendi yes, we are not clear. We are not clear about the question, but we say something to Sibel, the main character of the film.
Yes.
If the Sibel live in the Turkey, she has a more.
We couldn't hear you.
Social rules, and they want to protect their daughters, and they want to use not good way, but they their intention of the all of the complex of their daughters, they want to protect the Sibel. I'm sure if Sibel, the main character of the film, live in the Turkey, she has more freedom. It is related to the cultural shock, and it is related to live in different country, foreign country, and Sibel's family, fathers and mothers, go to the Germany in first generation. The first generation more strict to their children. I'm sure you see the film, the language of the Germany, Sibel and Cahit, they speaking each other very clearly and very fast. And their mother language is not very good. Because they was born in the country, they know the country's rules and social pressures. They used to live in this country, but their father and their brothers and other characters of the Germany and Cahit's friends especially, they didn't use the this culture, and they want to protect their children.
Okay.
And another question, it's clear.
Yes, but
Yes.
The thing is, the same protection it is the same protection also for men or only for women?
I'm not sure. Turkish area, I'm very upset this situation, but we live and sometimes masculine domination. Masculine domination is a very big problem, but we live in this situation. Especially in this time, women has many rights and many things. But if you are living for a country, if you don't improve yourself, if you don't refuse to learn the where do you live in, refuse to speaking the language, and this family, it's not all of the Turkish people compress the woman. I'm not happy with this situation, but it's reality. But in Turkish woman has an power, has a right, has an well educated today, because today is the third generation live in Germany.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my friends. I just wanted to tell you that we all really like a lot the movie. And before we start this broadcast session, we were talking about how good the movie was, because it reminded us, like you know, like the typical drama in Latin America, very close to soap operas, and very close to, you know, love, and you know, the gap between families and minds. So from all the group, I think all the group enjoy the movie a lot, and they have many questions about women, especially because it's really shocking. Although we have like a macho culture going on, of course, it's very shocking to see, you know, this kind of pressure, social pressure, with women when they want to enjoy a free life. And about that, and about the point you made it before, Oslem, I just wanted to know, what are your current conceptions about love? Because what we can see in this movie is, for example, that Sibel doesn't fall in love with this guy, only she needs this guy to enjoy her free life. She wants to enjoy and meet many men. So, and this guy is actually quite liberal, so he doesn't care. Okay, we can have like a marriage for facade, and we can enjoy ourselves. But at the end, they fall in love, and they cannot consume this marriage. It's the paradox of the movie. So my question is, what are your current conceptions about love? Are you so modern that, for example, you can leave each other in couples and just don't care about marriage and weddings, or you still consider yourselves like very traditional? Okay, the way to form a family is by marriage, or how do you see? Because for example, in Turkey, you can see that there is like a modern atmosphere, so many people can get divorced or change couples within a reasonable time if they don't understand each other. But how do you see love? I would really like to talk about love, because it's actually a cultural thing. So love should be like this, in this scenario, or it should be like that. So what are your ideas about love? And especially you are living in Turkey, which I think is more liberal in this sense. But if you see the families in Germany, paradoxically, you can see, oh my God, this is more conservative than Istanbul. So that's my question.
First of all, we have to say that we love you, Sylvia. Okay.
I love you guys.
Ama bu soruda bence bir de bir kadın hani konuşursa kadınların aşkıyla, yani aşk bakışıyla. Tabii bu soruyu 2-3 kişi cevap verir. Herkes bu soruda bir şey söyleyebilir.
Herkesin bir komen.
Sen başka bir şey söyle.
Hey
Are you
again.
ready for love?
Yes, we are.
I'm the love. Hey. By the way, it depends how which person you can talk with that actually, but we're gonna try to give more people give that question to answer because you know, in my opinion, it is everything. I live like my girlfriend till 2 years or something like that. So it's not problem for me. But sometimes the people, especially who lives like a radical, not accept that. So, for example, even my family is they are not radical Muslim, but my father sometimes not accept that kind of situation, but he don't know. By the way, for example, in that case, for men, it is different. It gives different ideas because most of west part of Turkey, the men's thinking more liberal, more free. But I don't know. We can't say east west, but yeah. But unfortunately, I can. It's my opinion, of course. East part is mostly more radical than the west part, and it makes in east part, especially, it's hard to live in together, and because of neighborhood and the kind of stuff. So I'm not a Muslim, and it's not a problem for me. But my father is Muslim, and so it's problem for him. And yeah, we can even the Muslims, radical Muslims, can feel the love, and love is good for everyone, and you come and love each other. So another answer. It's gonna come from a lady.
Okay. Hi, me again. I think in Turkey, this situation is different for women and for men. Like our friend said, there are too many students live with girlfriends or boyfriends, but their family don't know. Of course, if a man, a boy, student, if their family know their boys live with a girl, there is no problem. But if a girl, her family know their daughter live with a man, there will be a really big problem, I think. This situation different from for women and for men in Turkey.
Hey.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. And I guess for us, there's no problem. Of course, we are men, and if we love somebody and somebody loves us, if no problem, there's no problem for us. But wait.
Abi bir kız kardeşimiz falan var ya, aslında kıskançlıktan falan bahsedelim biraz. Biz bile biraz sıkıntı yaratıyoruz falan diye.
Hey,
I think it's not about just we are Muslim. It's about cultural things, I think. For example, I can live.
No, de lo del sexo sí hablamos porque era de...
Yo quería preguntar.
Ya preguntaron lo que yo
We cannot hear you. Okay, now.
Escríbele ahí.
Hey, can you hear me now? Hey,
Yes.
I think we cannot say just it's about religious things. For example, I can stay with my girlfriend, and Cesar also think like this. But we have sisters, and they cannot. You cannot say you can stay with your girlfriend, my dear sister.
¿Sí me escuchan?
It's not about religion. It's just about the culture. No. No, söyleyemiyorum. Okay, another.
We have another question, and it's very. We have another question, and we have a question about sex.
¿Tienes sexo?
Pero primero es el matrimonio. Sí. My question is about. Okay, we're gonna talk. My question is about the marriage, and then she's gonna talk about the sex. Okay. Well, my question is why she wanted to marry him just because he was Turkish. I mean, she didn't want to marry another guy from other country or something.
No, it's not about she wants.
No?
She cannot marry with a German guy because of her family.
Oh, okay. But you can marry people from other country. It's no problem for you guys.
What?
That is not if it's not problem for you guys to marry people from other country. Is anything from religion or something like that? Come on.
I think so because Germans are Christian and Sibel's family are very rich.
The question is that if there are many obstacles for you to get married with people from different nationalities, if it's like a really challenging thing to do, to change people from other cultures.
You mean it is common in Turkey? Is it common in Turkey? I can say no.
Okay.
Maybe
But
the first reason, of course,
there is not a rule as like mostly people from Turkey they prefer to, especially in the Turkish Bulgarians in Germany, and mostly you can see in the movie that they are not accept another religions, another ethnicities. Can you hear me?
Es como un aspecto
Did
you
hear that? Okay, and come on, just
Hi, no quiero hacer ese la cara. Hi. So, hello.
Está terriblemente entrecortada la comunicación.
Ya,
ahora sí, ya.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so my question is about the first one is how do you manage the sex life of a woman? You know that when she loses her virginity is something very special, or I don't know if she can. I don't know, because Sibel Gas, I think Sibel have this life like promiscuous. She have a lot of sex with different men. Yes.
Sex men.
And I don't know how the Turkish people see this kind of behavior. Hi.
No, no, no.
Soru yalnız ilk soru onunla bağlantılı cevap. Hani ikinci soru o.
Özel bir durum var. Özel bir durum.
Ali ben
Almanya ikinci kısım olanlar gibi bahsedin Almanya'da.
Estuvo buena la
we are sorry for that. You have to wait because it's about sex.
Porque sabía que tenía.
Hey.
Hey, yes.
Mira, Franci, mira.
¿Qué te suena?
Your turn.
Continue.
That's how Turkish people think about sex. Distance are no important for us.
So, so what's the answer?
What's the answer? Yo, pero eso no lo vi.
Ay, Dios mío, esta transmisión sí está muy pachuqui.
Está haciendo mucho calor.
Lo que pasa es que vean si todos quedan.
Bueno.
Yo creo que el sexo fue por eso.
Guys,
Yes, we cannot listen to you, it's intermittent. Se dice así, me imagino.
we cannot see you right now.
It's the internet that is falling.
Dile que yo soy torpe con claro.
Oh, se cayó. Se cayó.
Ahí están llamando.
Okay.
Ah, ya. Es que estamos recaídos,
Hey.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Answer is coming.
Still not coming.
I can say there are two Turkey in the Turkey. I mean, yeah. You just saw the Şehir, Istanbul, and we have let's say 10 cities that are modern, like Ankara, Izmir, Istanbul, Eskişehir, and that's it. No more. I mean, for the sex things, losing virginity or something like that, in these cities are easier than the other parts. I mean, easier means you can lose your virginity, and after that, there is no big fight with your family or with your dad. But the other part, you cannot imagine how will happen.
Sylvia, you cannot speak about sex in the other part in Turkey.
Yeah.
You cannot speak.
And in these cities, this rate is getting better. Like like modern people's number is getting higher. Yeah.
Okay. And the other question is about the strip clubs, because in the movie we see that the I don't want to use this language, but the men don't speak about fuck with their wife, but about fuck with horse. Horse.
Having an intercourse, maybe.
Sylvia.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What is your name? My friend. What is your name?
Fancy.
Ansi. Fancy. Okay. First, this is not a strip club in a movie. Okay? This is a this is a building which people go just sex with someone for pay some money. Okay, there is no dancing. And maybe you can say horror house. Horror house. Get it?
Yes.
Yeah, we know there's a strip club in Turkey.
Wait. Again.
Nancy. Did you hear answers?
No, that the last one. No, when he was talking, the love was talking.
Yeah, we're talking. No problem.
What?
Okay.
Mira, que pon atención.
¿Por qué no inició? Fancy.
Yes.
Okay. This is not a strip club. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No, I understand that part. The part that I didn't understand was the one that your friend back there was saying.
Okay. He said there is no strip club in Turkey.
Okay.
Because he interests this kind of things. I don't know why. He like this kind of.
Okay. So that's.
Thank you. Muy bien, pero ¿quiénes tienen? Alejandra, tengo una pregunta acerca como del social. Alice.
Profe, yo pregunto qué tanto nosotros.
No, de hecho, ya sí. Ustedes saben. Yes, we have another two questions more.
Okay. Hey guys.
Arrangement.
Hey.
My
Strip club guys right now.
I'm going to the strip club, guys. Sorry.
Bye.
Abi görüşürüz.
Okay.
My question is about what is the percentage of women are pressed by his family? So
Tienes que mirar la cámara porque si no ellos no te deben focalizar.
What is the percentage of women are pressed by his family so they resort to arrange marriage?
We cannot hear.
Estamos así.
Çünkü gitmiyor galiba bizim sesimiz. Hiç gelmiyor oradan. Hey!
Hi.
No.
We cannot hear you.
We cannot hear you. Anything.
Hola, hey. Hola, un, dos, tres.
Probando. Sonidos.
Ya no. Or marriage as in the movie Arrange are common?
Arrange marriage.
Yeah.
Yani hani biliyorsunuz.
Hello.
Tamam söyleriz birkaç şey herkes istersen.
Hello.
Soma ile ilgili biliyorsunuz.
Are you listening?
Hey! We cannot...
Yo quería preguntarle. ¿Qué? No, la profesora.
Refresh the connection, please. Te la refrescamos.
Mínimo un colombiano.
Ya se fueron ahora.
Sí, se fueron.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Yes. My question is, marriage as in the movie Arranged are common?
What? Ya görüyorsun mu son
Arrange.
Okay, wait.
Marriage
Gel.
are common?
Cevaba gel.
Mientras que vuelve la comunicación, tengo que decirles que si el otro martes podemos hacer una sesión, ¿cómo están de exámenes? Nos falta una película turca y una colombiana. La película colombiana va a ser La cara oculta.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
If I understand correctly, you asked is arranged marriages are common in Turkey, like in the film, right?
Yes.
It's not very common right now. The arranged marriages are not very common right now, but for example, like 40 years ago, 30 years ago, it was very common. It was like, I don't know, maybe half of the marriages were like that. But right now, people don't do that. Maybe in the rural areas, but not in the big cities. I don't know, maybe only 10% or less.
Okay. Thank you.
And another question?
La de Alejandra y la tuya, y ya creo que con eso cumplimos, ¿no? We have two more questions, very brief.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Alejandra, and I have a question about the structure of the movie. The film is divided like a chapter, which are evidence when the soundtrack. I read about that, and it has to do with a Greek tragedy. It is true or has another meaning?
What did you say? Can you repeat the question again? We couldn't hear you exactly.
The film is divided like a chapter, which are evident when the soundtrack. I read about that, and has to do with a Greek tragedy. Is true or has another meaning?
falan dedi ama bunun bir anlamı.
Olay var ya onu diyor bence.
Bence anladıysan cevaplardan anladım.
Soruyu tam olarak ne?
Bence o aradaki değil mi?
Sonra abi
No, it doesn't make any sense actually. We couldn't find like we tried to decide does that division make any sense, but actually no, it's just that like that.
Or we don't know.
Or maybe we couldn't understand too.
Good question. Hey, not good question.
Hello. Al the microphone. Okay. My question is about culture Turkish. Still, families have the opportunity to take the surname of their members to go against their conviction family.
The last name?
The last
The
name.
last
Yeah.
normally it's the man's last name. When you form a family, you take the man's last name. But if woman wants to keep her maiden last name, he can keep it. Like she used both last names too.
O sea que si lo quiere mantener.
Sí, que si lo quiere mantener es algo. Okay.
Thank you.
And I think we have the last question from Beatriz. El otro martes, ¿a qué hora? ¿Quiénes pueden el otro martes?
Ay, pero ¿de qué horas a qué hora?
Eso lo vamos a hacer más temprano, si quieren.
De 7 a 9.
Ah, sí,
The last question I have is I got like a general view about Turkey, and I see like Turkish are like more cosmopolitan than the other part from the Middle West. And I see that I know that your religions and we were talking right now, you were explaining some religious issues and beliefs that you keep even in the big cities. But also I see that you have like I don't know, you're more open-minded than the other part that are like, I don't know, Muslims and that kind of people that has strong religious beliefs, but you don't. I see what I want to ask, what's the difference? What makes you different from other people that are so radical about it? That's my question.
Okay, the last sentence you made, we couldn't hear it correctly. We only could hear it half of it. What was the last sentence?
Well, the big question was if what makes you different from the other people from the Middle West who are more religious and has strong religious beliefs that you, I mean, you have them, but you're not that radical as they are.
Could you just like give us a second for discuss about your question? Because there are a lot of different elements that separates us from the Middle East. So sizin diğer o ülkelerinden tam din falan etkili ama yani Türkler Araplar gibi değil diyor. Neden diğer Orta Doğu ülkelerine ayrılan şey ne diyor?
Yani bunlarla mesela yakın olduğu için İzmir'de Selanik'te Osmanlı toprakları oralar. Onlar da Müslümandı ama bir Arap ülkesiyle kıyaslayamazsın.
Yani tabii bence işte Osmanlı'ya daha yakın. Batı'ya daha yakın olmalı. Osmanlı'nın Batı Hristiyan toplumlarla daha çok
Böyle daha fazla etkileşim aldığımız var. Çünkü yani
Avrupa ile Asya birbirine bağlayabiliyor mu?
hayır. Türkiye'yle karşılayabilirim. Batı insanıyla daha fazla içli dışlı olduğumuz için Araplarla çok farklı.
Yüzümüz batıya dönükte.
Tamam,
Yüzümüz
tamam.
batıya dönükte, arkamız
Okay. Our answer is something like this. Because during the history, because of the geopolitical position we had, like the Ottoman Empire had lands in Europe and like Balkans, Greece, now Crimea, Ukraine, Poland. So we interacted with the Western civilization and European culture more than Arabic culture. So during the history, we lived with Greeks and Balkan people and Ukrainians in the same country for 600 years. And there are some cultural traits in between those people. So we took something from their culture and we gave something from our culture. And because of this, we are more close to West. We, how to say, get a lot of different elements from the Western culture than the Arabic culture. Because Arabic people, they lived in a closed area. They hadn't had much interaction with Western people, but we had because of our geographical position. And that's the main reason we are more open-minded than the other Middle Eastern countries. And we were sailors and in Mediterranean region, so that's the main reason.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I think we don't have more comments. We really enjoyed the movie, and hello? Hello?
Sí, él súper. Tiene buen inglés, sí.
Sí, es.
¡Qué buen inglés! ¡Qué buen inglés!
Problema de ellos.
Tun, tun, tun, tun.
¿Y entonces qué? ¿Aquí qué?
No,
Hello?
no, ahí seguimos en la llamada.
Se les fue la...
Ahí se les fue. Porque si hubiéramos sido nosotros la llamada.
Bueno, entonces mientras tanto hablemos, ¿sí? Entonces, ¿qué día pueden?
Martes.
Nos toca el martes otra vez porque no podemos hacer nada más. Ay, sí, this is complicated.
Ay, teacher.
Bueno, en cualquier caso, lo que les quería decir es que si quieren empezamos la otra sesión como a las 10 de la mañana, no sé, más temprano. Hello.
Silvia,
Yes.
bir şey değil, biz bu kadar mı bu? Bunu çünkü araç ama herkes tabii. Silvia.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
pero el viernes no podemos porque el viernes tenemos el magazine.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Before the finish, we want to say something about the last
Question.
The last question
Silvia.
of the last session. Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you hear me, guys, right now?
Yes.
Perfect. We want to say something before the finish about mine excellence. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, about the mine accident. Yes, about the mine accident. They want to say something about the mine accident.
O sea, cuando el tipo se estrelló.
Okay, we want to say that it was a. We would like to say that the mining accident was a huge loss for our country, and we would like you to keep your prayers with us, and we would like to say that it wasn't just a simple accident, it was a huge chain of mistakes, and our government and the officials, they didn't do anything about it before the accident, and after the accident as well. We just want to raise awareness about the government's policies about workers and miners. We just want the people from the village to know that there is no work safety in this country, and the workers and the miners, they are working for their so little salaries without having any safety equipment or safety precautions. And our government doesn't want to do anything just to keep the profit out of it. And we would like to raise the awareness about this topic. And we just want you guys to know the situation about it. And we want your prayers for our miners.
Okay, we are very sorry about the tragedy. We have seen the news and the you know, all the actions that have been happening in Turkey after the accident, especially regarding the protection of workers. We really feel sorry. We know that you approach to the day that you are going to celebrate the anniversary of the protest from the last year in Istanbul. So we are really with you. We hope that the group that is traveling to Turkey is going to observe very carefully this situation. Some of them know about the political situation also, so we hope this experience is going to give them like a pretty close and real view of Turkey. So we are with you, of course, as always, and we hope that you can just fight for your rights, especially for the labor rights that are very important in these days. And well, we are with you.
Yeah.
Que nosotros tenemos un problema todo el tiempo.
Yes, actually today, you're listening to me? Okay. Today not today. 2 days ago, the day before yesterday, we had like a horrible accident on the coast in a department that is very close to the coast, and in Magdalena, in Fundación Magdalena. So it was a very horrible accident because 32 children traveling in a bus because of the driver fault. This bus was in fire, you know, and the 32 children were inside the bus because the driver didn't take the precautions to fill again the gas bomb in the bus. So because of this, there is like a crisis because of the license and, you know, the regular checks that the drivers have to do in order to be on the ways, on the road. So this is a very horrible accident, and the president yesterday declared mourning day for today, isn't it? Or yesterday, yes. So yes, we kind of have like a horrible day yesterday and also today because of these deaths. Well, so we have to leave, and I guess you also have to leave because it's very late there. And we wanted to say that we can continue for the next week for the last sessions, the last 2 sessions. One movie from Colombia, one movie from Turkey. The one movie that we discussed with Felipe to see for the next session, I'm going to send it to César. The title is The Hidden Face. And we have to meet the same time Tuesday because the next week is going to be the last week. The next week is going to be the last week of. It's going to be the last week of classes. They start exams, so it's going to be difficult to do more sessions after that because they are very busy with exams, and also they start holidays. So we will have the next week the next 2 movies, Tuesday and I guess Friday. Okay, I'm going to tell you the exact day, but Tuesday for sure is going to be the next one. Tuesday. So Tuesday is going to be the Colombian movie, and then the last Turkish movie. We are going to do the feature movie, not the short movie, because we consider that the shorts don't have subtitles. So it's very difficult for you to watch the movie without subtitles. And also, you didn't send us the shorts. You sent only feature movies. So I'm going to talk later to César in order to give you the movie, and then next Tuesday we will see each other again in this session. That's all. We love you. Bye. Bye. Thank you. The session was very good. We really enjoyed the movie. Bye. Bueno, espera un momentico. Detener la emisión, ¿no?